All right, says we're live.
We are
Happy
live.
Wednesday. Yay.
We made it. Hump day.
We made it. Whew.
These days used to mean something when I worked full time, but
Yeah. Yeah.
now I'm like, I don't know. They're all the same day. I remember the first Friday when I didn't even know it was Friday hit when I was like, oh yeah, now it hits home that I'm not working for the corporate world anymore.
When Friday doesn't count for anything.
Yeah, well, when you don't even know it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oops. I got the sound on up here.
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
it.
How's that?
Good.
Okay. Cool.
Works great.
Some technological issues here today.
So I did, I guess while we're waiting for some people to join, I had a lady that reached out to me. Remember the quilt I was listing the other day?
Hmm.
She reached out to me on eBay and told me that the quilt is not, like, she was basically saying, I think it was like a Sears quilt,
Hmm.
not made in America. And I was like, oh my God, like, that's terrible because I swear, Erin, it looked hand stitched. Like,
Did you find a
it
tag
looked
on it?
There is no tag on it. So like, but what's interesting though is her message says, "Oh, this is a J.C. Penney's Blue Diamond quilted bedspread. It is not made in the U.S. I have one blue and two burgundy ones for sale." And then she gives me the link. And I thought, oh, like maybe I made a mistake. So I replied and said, wow, my mom who does quilting was pretty convinced that it was handmade because the stitching was uneven.
Hmm.
And so she didn't respond, but then she sent me another message saying, here's the burgundy one. I also have another one, so whatever. So I clicked on the link to go to her eBay to the link for the blue one that I'm selling.
Hmm.
Hey, rescue and resell,
That's Renee.
um, Renee. And her says it's hand stitched, doesn't mention JC Penney's at all. So what was her point?
I have no idea, dude.
It says Queen, handcrafted blue diamond patchwork quilt bedspread. And it just says in there the measurements. It's hand quilted, cotton, quite heavy. Like, doesn't say anything about J.C. Penney.
Yeah. And that's the lady that wrote to you, or that's a different listing?
It's the lady that wrote to me. I mean, her handle is like Queen Joyce Country Quilts, so she obviously knows about quilts, and it is the same quilt.
But was she
But,
trying to like just get yours out of the market?
well, I don't know, but she's saying it's handcrafted. Hers is handcrafted, and I'm convinced mine is too. Like, there is no way a machine is that erratic.
Hmm.
Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron. I know he can't hang around. He's got to head out to work, but thanks for stopping in.
Okay.
I don't know,
Cool.
dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
so I'm like, the only thing I got from that is she said it's not made in the US. So I had already put out an offer to someone, so I can't edit it, but I'll take
yeah.
that off. But as far as vintage handmade, I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I would too.
I don't know. It was just kind of a weird thing.
I think that is strange that she would reach out to you and it doesn't really make any sense. I don't know. Oh, Renee's at work too.
Yay. Good
Lightning Bug Lane. Good morning.
morning.
All right,
What
you
is
guys want to see my new toy?
I like that name, Lightning Bug. Oh, is it a tape dispenser?
It is. But it's not one of the big giant ones. It's like one
Yeah.
that you can just hold in your hand. So I bought two of them because I usually have a clear tape roll and an eBay tape roll
eBay
going.
tape. Me too.
So, but what I've been working with for way too long, I have suffered, by the way, are
Oh.
these
Okay, that's what
scotch
I
tape.
use.
But this is the one for the small roll.
I do this.
I have the big roll. Are you doing the same thing?
Yes. Where's my eBay tape roll? Right.
Oh no, we are doing the same thing.
But
Well,
I
I
had
treated myself. I
got,
treated
okay.
myself.
Well, have you tried it out?
No, it just landed on my porch. I just got
Okay,
it.
well, let me know how it is because I had gotten the hand one, the big industrial kind of one,
Yeah.
and I can't like it doesn't it sucks for those little packages,
I knew I didn't want one of those.
I
Yeah.
like the handheld, because it's in your hand, it's easy, but you got to kind of hold it in a funny way because it is not meant for the 2-inch roll. I don't know.
Yeah. See, look.
Okay. Well, try it out on something when you do and let me know what you think. You got to
I do.
package something anyway.
I need to package this sweet little girl here. She's
Okay.
going to a new home. So I'm gonna
Let me know. I did
try
see
it
those
out live.
when I was looking for some. I did see those. I just wasn't sure how that one worked.
I think she needs a little bit of bubble wrap. Probably just on the outside because she has her original packaging on the inside. I don't know, it's sticking out a little bit though. Put some tape on her. This, by the way, if you ever find one of these at an estate sale or a yard sale, it is the Texcel tape dispenser. It weighs about 10 pounds. So I'm lifting weights here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the best tape dispenser. It doesn't move a bit when you pull the tape out.
Okay, because I bought a heavy one for the tape like this, and it's bigger, but it's heavy, but it still doesn't work.
I do not have a tabletop dispenser for the big tape, just for the little tape.
Yeah, it doesn't stay put as much as I'd like it to. So
yeah. This is Ryan from over at Galaxy CD Rocks and Flips. Hello again. I just was over there. He has his show about an hour before ours goes on, so I usually join in over there. He does a lot of news updates on the eBay world, reselling world, just in general, and then he updates about his store too, which is very interesting. He sells a lot of books, ephemera, magazines, things like that, which is very different than anything I do. So it interests me a lot to see what's happening in the book world.
Well, I mean, that's good to know. Hey, if you're looking for some ephemera, I have some from that estate sale, FYI.
Oh yeah.
And I'm willing to sell it to you for like $2. Literally plus shipping. Like I just want it to be gone, and I know I can't, Erin, I cannot ship the glass to you. I'm sorry, but I did pull the I told my daughter, I was like, yeah, this glass is pretty cool. I'm setting that aside because I'm going to sell it. It's fentanyl.
Oh, you need to sell it. Yeah.
She said, fentanyl, Mom? And I was like, that sounds like a chemical.
Fenton.
Yeah. I'm not. But yeah, if I could ship it all to you, I would. But so.
Oh, he says he'll take it. $2 sold.
Right. Yay. Yeah, because I have a lot of postcards. This was from Galveston, Texas, and a lot of them, there are some that are not used, but then there are some where the lady had written notes from 1961, I guess. It's a lot of postcards mostly. So if you're interested, for sure, let me know.
All right. So Tommy says, I just got in bed, gonna let Pookie talk me to sleep, but I'll leave you running.
Hey baby, how you doing? Tommy, you're just now going to sleep.
Got some sweet messages for him. All right, let me grab a box to put this doll in.
No, for real. I'm bad with names. Galaxy.
Oh, Ryan.
Ryan, if you're interested, send me a message on Instagram, Small Town Picker, the number 1, and I will maybe, if you want a picture of what I have old books, like children's books and stuff. I just haven't comped them out. I don't want to. I just want them gone.
I'm gonna grab them right back.
Okay, I don't really want to take them to Goodwill. After sexy talk. You're funny. All right, so Erin, when she comes back, she wants to talk about something new she wants to try for you guys or for all of us, sharing some of our cool sales that we had on eBay, kind of looking them up and talking about them. Not necessarily bolos, maybe bolos. I don't know. It's just a way for everybody to be able to interact and show us what she got.
Oh yeah,
Erin's
yeah.
done really well. I think we should start with Erin because she had a awesome sale this past week, couple of them. So
Yeah, some really good ones.
dilly dilly.
I don't know where I just had a friend drop some boxes off the other day, but I must have used them all. So I'll have to go out in the garage and grab one later. Um, not now. Okay, so Ryan's gonna get a hold of you there over on Instagram. Okay, so if you guys have anything that's sold on eBay and you pull up the eBay number, the item number, we can pull them up that way. The other option is to give us a link to the sold item if it's not on eBay. And you can't post a link unless you have a wrench. So let me know if you need a wrench. I
Yeah,
think
if you want to
you
share
know.
and just say you want to share and then put, just say want to share and then she'll wrench you. I don't know if it's a good idea to wrench anybody,
No, but I know like Ryan, I know Cameron. I
but
think Lightning Bug Lane has been here before. So
I like that name. I said that already.
that's sweet. Okay, let me oh, I think that one finally just paid. Oh no, I just sold some beads. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my sold items here so we can just scroll through and look, and then I will show you guys a shared screen here in just 1 second. We'll start with these guys here. All right, so I am, hopefully this will share my screen. It's only giving me the option to remove, oh, full screen layout. Is that what I want? And then I just go
Um,
over here.
yeah, that, we don't see any of us, which we don't need to. We just see the eBay page. So that's perfect.
Oh, we don't see any of us?
No, but we don't need to really.
Let me do.
I mean, the screen is fuller that way, I think, the way you're doing it.
Okay, well, let's look at this is my most recent one. The three Wise Men Kings. So I've been selling off this set from a company called Goebel, and they make a set of Hummel nativities, and it's the number 214 is the one that you're looking for if you're going to keep an eye out for these. So this set of three kings sold for $249. So you guys are
Crazy.
looking at a sold. This isn't something I just listed. This is something that I sold. And it is sitting here waiting to be packed up actually right beside me. So these guys
Wow.
are going out today. So the gentleman in the middle with the dark skin is the one that sells for the most. There were all three of these items available individually. I was the only one that had put them all in one set. And so he was selling for the most, probably about 160. So he was about half the cost of all of this. I'm going to share these just because I sold 6 packages of these within a week of listing them. So this is from the Bradford Exchange. A lot of things from Bradford Exchange are labeled as collectible, and they are produced to be collectible, and they are produced in large numbers. For some reason, these millennial Santas have a very high sell-through rate. I don't know if it's just this time of year or if they have it all year round, but I had 6 packages of these, so there were 6 different sets, but they all sold within a week. 3 of them sold individually, and 3 of them sold to one person in one order. So that's something to keep an eye out for. They were selling individually, they were selling in sets, they were selling with and without the package. So it doesn't seem to matter what condition they're coming in, obviously not chipped or broken.
Hmm.
But with or without packaging, they were selling and individual pieces too. I noticed too, like if you look at these, the one on the far right has kind of a light green color. There were some people that were selling just the light green ones. Like they would take like 3 of these out of the package and sell from 3 different sets. So I sold mixed up sets too. So anyhow, Bradford Exchange Millennial Santas are selling quite well right now.
Not so much the plates.
Not so much the plates. Nope, 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 nope. But these ornaments are very sturdy. When
They're
you
not
like
real
whip them out of the package,
fragile.
yeah, no, they've got some weight to them. Yeah, they're
Good.
porcelain, but they're a heavy porcelain.
Okay. I thought they were glass, so that's good. They look like that. I mean, I could see how those would sell for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah, no, those are porcelain. So, um, see, I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. Tommy said I put like 10 on Instagram, nothing out of this world, just really solid ones.
Oh,
Oh
his
yeah, yeah,
sale.
I did. His shoes. He's going through the shoe sales. And Renee said, nice deal. Thank you. I've got a better one coming up. But yes, I have been watching Tommy on Instagram. If you guys aren't following him, check him out over there. So here's just a couple of small sales that I had just because I'm scrolling through here. So some glass, a little miniature. This bag I ended up offering the man. He wanted free shipping on it. I said that's fine. I just needed to move it. I've been selling a lot of beads. So this brand is called Troll Beads. So those two beads by themselves sold for 21.
So
This
real quick on those beads, is there a marking that says it's troll beads, or did
um
you Google lens it?
they troll beads are marked LAA on the side where the silver is at.
Interesting.
So I don't know if I put that in the picture or not. Let me see. But I can show you where the marking is at and where to look for it on the side. So if you look at the side of the beads, these ones aren't marked, and some of them aren't marked. They weren't all marked. Okay, so this one you can see down at the bottom
Okay,
where it
got
says
it.
LAA, and it's marked 925S because it's silver in the middle.
Okay.
So that's, but troll beads have been made back into the 70s, and so some of the older ones are not marked, and you just have to look up the color and you have to measure the center
Okay.
and how far the diameter is across. An old piece of crystal with the original label on it. I don't think it would have sold as high without the label on it. Pure One candles, miniatures. Guys, I sell miniatures all day, every day. Oh, my last piece of Mary mushrooms.
Aw.
My very last one, I had a salt shaker left.
Aw.
Okay, so I sold the microscope, but then the gentleman asked to return it, which is fine. He's paying for the return shipping. Ceramics. That glass piece actually broke on
Mm,
in shipping, so
yeah.
I had to refund that one, which was fine.
That one I would wonder, like, how in the
Mhm.
heck could you manage to not
You
get
know,
that?
I wrapped it the same way I do everything else, and a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, I ship a lot of breakables, and that one just didn't make it. The box has a puncture on it, so I'm not terribly surprised. More miniatures and ornaments, ceramics. Okay, so here's another piece of the Hummel. This is Mary and Joseph, so they sold for $99.99 the pair. And then here's the camels. I'm actually going to click on the camels because this is my highest sale ever.
The piece de resistance.
Super exciting. So I threw this number out there because others were nearing that amount, but there weren't any others available. So I went high. I mean, I aimed for the stars on this, and it was snatched up in 24 hours at full asking price. So
It's
these
amazing, man.
handsome gentlemen sold for $64.99.
Yeah.
$649.99. Um,
Put $9 shipping.
and $9 shipping. Actually, I think it ended up like, I think the buyer actually paid like 14 something. But it did cost me about $50 to ship these. That included insurance for the full amount. And I packaged each one of these camels like I would any other piece of glass, but I put them in a box, and I put those 3 boxes in a box.
Yeah.
So, what I'm experiencing right now is when I click on the tracking, it shows that it is still at my local post office.
Ah,
And I don't believe that it is, but it also said that it should have been delivered yesterday, and I do not have delivery confirmation. So, at a certain dollar amount, and I think the threshold is 450, when you purchase insurance, it requires a signature. This package is going to require a signature before it will be delivered, but it
I
does
did not
not
know that.
show that it has moved at all. And I cannot file a claim for 2 more days.
Okay.
7
Wow.
days from the day that you dropped it off.
I had no idea. Okay, so did you sent it priority mail then?
I did.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea that it automatically required signature after a
I did.
certain amount.
Yep. And it's either 450 or 500. I can't remember, but it's somewhere around there.
Okay, cool.
So anyhow, if you come across these ceramic camels, they're about 6 inches tall. I'm gonna flip through some of the pictures here so you can see. They are they're not porcelain. They are more of a pottery,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll have white on the bottom. This is the company name Goebel. Now, my pieces have the 46838 on them. They're an older set, but they are actually seconds. These are factory seconds. So these did not pass their original inspection, which is why the name is scratched off in the middle. And it
Oh,
says over here, it says seconds down at the bottom.
hmm.
So she purchased these at the factory. Most likely she went to Germany to get them.
Wow, that's crazy.
So this one's Goebel, West Germany. So this one is a little bit older. That West Germany changed in the 80s. That their signature on there. Here's another one. He's a seconds. Now he doesn't have the seconds mark like the other one, but he does have his name marked, scratched out there.
Did you specify that, or you did not? You just
I did
took.
not. I just put
Okay.
the pictures of it. If people are
Okay.
collecting these at $650, I'm going to assume that they know
Yeah, because I
what
would
they're
not. I
buying.
would not have known that's what it meant.
Yeah, no, I'm going to assume the buyer knew what they were buying at that point. So yeah, I didn't even put a picture of the measurements in there, but yeah, they're about 6 inches tall, the tallest one. So this the sitting one I know is a little bit more rare, just because somebody else had listed it as rare, and honestly, I don't know that there was another one listed when I put mine up. So I happened. Thanks, Renee. I know that was a wow moment for me too. It
Hmm.
actually, my phone dinged at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it woke me up because I had forgotten to turn the sound off, and I saw that sale, and I could not get back to sleep.
I was gonna say it'd be hard to go back to sleep.
I was pretty
I'm like,
excited about that
I'd
one.
be like, I'm gonna have to spend the next 3 days making sure all these are packed very nicely.
Yeah. So, anyhow, that is my sale of the week. If anybody else has something you would like to share with us, we will gladly put it up on the screen. How
Um,
about you,
I
Gail?
I can just probably share a couple of things. Just
You want to
maybe
share your
like,
screen?
yeah, I guess so. Just real quick, um, just to kind of be a what to look for kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, and mainly because I sold a couple of these already pretty quick.
So I will say, just kind of on a side note, the Hummel figures do not all sell at a high rate. They are mass produced collectible items. Again, most of them are little people in various country scenes. So, like, I've sold a little girl with a basket, and she was like $10. There's a lot of little boys fishing, kids looking over the fence, weddings, and things like that, kids going to school. So all of those kind of milestone kinds of things in the figurine world, they have all of those out there. So just because you find a Goebel Hummel, um, most of them are marked with a name, and you'll want to look them up. So you ready, Miss Gail? You're gonna put your screen up there.
Sure. Okay, so just anytime you see these stainless toasters, look them up. Obviously, if they look more modern, probably not as valuable, but this one is, let me see. So this one I got at High Bid for like, I looked at the comps, not working because they didn't say whether it was working or not, was $60 is what I bid up to. It had this and an iron in it, which was worth nothing. So this turns out, like I did note on here, you can see that it was, it heats up, but it wouldn't like raise the toast, even on the lightest setting. So it would burn the toast. You had to unplug it. So even at that, I sold it $109. So
That was
I was
awesome.
surprised on that one. And then on the same note, my sister found this one at Goodwill, and it was $9.99. She's like, "Here you go, sis," because she knew from this Sunbeam toaster that I showed you a minute ago I had one that was even more vintage. It was from 1970, worked perfect, and I sold it for over $200.
So
So
you've sold several of these now then.
this is I've sold three. So I've sold that one a while back ago. Ever since I got my eye on the Sunbeam vintage toaster. So just kind of keep an eye out if you're buying it like I did on auction site and you don't know for sure if it works. Just check to see if any sold for parts only and know what they sold for.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So this one works perfect. Erin was on the hangout with me while I was eating the toast because it
Oh,
tested
that's
and worked
right.
great. Yeah, this is the toaster here.
That's the one you
Um,
tested.
yeah, and this one's a dualit. I've never heard of this. I think this is made in England. And I just chose 109.99 again. I don't know why. And that one sold before I woke up the next day. So
Awesome.
that sold the day I listed it. So it was sitting in my car for like 2 months, or yeah, since like late October. So a
Oh
month.
no.
Yeah, so I pulled it out that day and I was like, I'm just going to list it for sale and that's it. So keep your eye out for those. And then this one I bought a long time ago,
Oh,
and I guess
jeez.
everybody you kind of know to look for the single stitch shirt. So this one was actually not faded shirt, so I thought it would sell really well.
Yeah.
Um, it took forever, and I finally sold it for $120. So the only thing that was like there was no what do you call it, cracking on this, and you could
Yeah.
see the 93, but like on the shoulders there was some fading, which, hold on, oh, I know I included it there, like right there,
Okay.
like on the sleeves where that's kind of more prominent on that shoulder. So I disclosed that. That might have been why it took a while to sell, but 120, I was happy to have
That's
that one. I
awesome.
mean, everybody knows to look for the vintage shirts, right? But
Yeah.
um, that one was just kind of finally sold. So,
Very cool.
yeah, note on
Awesome.
that one, just look for those silver stainless ones, toasters. Okay.
Cool. Well, I have to pull out a set of beads here.
Yeah, so if anybody else, just say something if you want to show any of your
Yeah, we'd love to
sales.
see
It
any.
doesn't really have to be like a high ticket item. It could just be, look out for this or something you're proud of, I guess, that sold.
Yes, I mean, for like, I'm getting ready to ship out that $30 bag I showed you. I've got that here. This little Precious Moments girl, she actually does sell for a lot. Again, I warn against not picking up every Precious Moments. She is a stocking holder, and she has a battery operated package that lights up all the lights on her. So I think that's why I got a little bit more of a sale from her. Plus, she's Christmas and it's Christmas time. And then two of the beads that I'm shipping out today. I think they're in here. And actually, I have to shine these up a little bit before I send them out. Um, that way I get a nice feedback. They're not necessarily shiny in the pictures, but I do clean them up. Yeah, these have corroded a little bit just sitting in here. So these two little beads are going to go out today. And these are Pandora beads. And so they do actually say ALE on them instead of the LAA like the other pair we saw. Yeah, so these ones say ALE on them. They're sterling silver and enamel. So that's a $40 sale for these two tiny little beads.
Man, just drop that in a box and go, or a
Yep,
bag.
I put them in a little jewelry box and
Yeah.
padded envelope, and they are out the door. Let me find my polishing cloth here. I do just take. I have a polishing cloth that has dried up patches of Simichrome on it, and I just keep reusing the same corner. And so I
Hmm.
just set it down and rub the beads on it and shines them up really. I mean, it just takes me less than a minute to do this, but when people get them and they look brand new instead of used, which
Hmm.
I've listed them as used because I don't have paperwork for any of them. Um, I have gotten a nice feedback from the shine on these. So actually, these ones, the inside is looking a little corroded. I might take a Q-tip and shine the inside of these too.
I'm trying to find one of these things that sold.
Mm-hmm.
I have two of them, and I'm not sure. The lady at the estate sale said they were 1930
Mm-hmm.
here. I don't know how she got that, and $60 each.
And what did you pay for them?
No, this was free. This was all that estate
Oh, that's
sale
the
stuff.
free stuff. Okay.
So I'm trying to like sometimes when she priced things high like that, I check it because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
well, and it turns out they're really not as much as she had priced, but
Yeah.
it does usually mean there's some value to it. But is this the one you said should shine in a black light?
Yeah, that one should.
I don't
If you
have.
put it in sunlight, you might be able to see it also. Sometimes just putting it in sunlight, you can see
Mm-hmm.
the glow.
Okay.
Yeah. But that definitely has that uranium glass color. Now, not all green glass is uranium glass, obviously, but that one has that look to it.
Is it just because of the opaqueness in it, or
It's
what?
it's the shade of green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if
Would
you
you?
take that over to like your window and look at like the edge of your glass where it curves down. Like if you look like you're looking down into the glass, you'll
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to see if it's glowing or not
Okay.
in the sunlight.
It won't work with a regular light.
No,
Nope. Just bright green.
you need
Would
the
you
UV.
sell the set as a set, or would you sell it individually?
I would sell it as a set.
Oh, here's one for 60, but it's like plain green, like it's ugly.
It's not like frosted like yours is.
No,
Yeah, that pattern on yours is really pretty.
it's a solid. But I don't see any solds though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do both for 120 and see what happens, huh?
Yep.
Is that ridiculous? Would you 150 too much?
No, I don't think so.
What about 180? Can I get 180? 180? Anyone? 180. No, what would you do if you had them? What would you for real?
I would do 120.
120 for both?
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough.
I
Would you
sure
use
would.
the 1930 years she gave or just say Fenton?
I don't put years on if I don't know for sure. So
Yeah.
are they marked Fenton?
No, there's no marking on them at all.
If they're not marked Fenton, I wouldn't put that in there either.
You wouldn't.
No.
Are they normally marked?
Later Fenton is. Early Fenton is not. But if you don't know, I wouldn't put it in there.
Well, how do you get people to look for this kind of thing?
Well,
Grain
if
glass.
you you need to figure out first if it glows. So you need to know if it's uranium glass because that's something you can put in the listing. If it glows, it's the uranium glass.
And it has to be in the sun or just outside.
No, if you get sunlight through your window and you can tell that
Um,
it's glowing. You don't have
someone,
a black light?
no.
Okay.
It looks like someone has this one that they're selling. Exact one, $39.95 free shipping.
Does theirs glow?
It just says Fenton Ming Green Cornucopia Candlestick Vintage Glass 1935. No, she doesn't. I mean, it doesn't say it, but it looks just like the one I have.
Yeah. So I don't know how to identify Fenton without a mark on it, but I know the early pieces did not have marks on them. They would have had a sticker.
Yeah, she's not showing. She's not showing markings either, but she did label it Fenton. Shoot, now I need to go outside.
Do you have a window right there?
Um, I have a window, but there's no light.
There's not sunlight coming through.
No.
Well, at least it's not 32 degrees there and you can walk outside and it's nice, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 75 is a high today.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was funny. I thought I'd share that with you when the guy's like, stay warm. And I was like,
That
70
was
degrees.
so funny. Like, what was he thinking?
But I woke up to 45 degrees. So like it
Oh.
changes drastically. I'm just saying. It changes and then it warms up.
I I know. And it does that here when it's like early fall. We'll have where it's warmer during the day, but it is
Yeah,
cold now.
it's just where I live, but that's, I choose that because I love that.
I know it. We are right now we're counting the days until the winter solstice, which by the way is December 21st in case anybody was wondering.
Okay.
Because December 1st is the day with the least amount of sunlight, and after that the daylight hours get longer. And so we're
Oh,
headed
good.
towards warmer weather.
Yeah, it's like super dark right now at 5:30 here.
Yeah.
Did I show you this one?
I don't think I saw that one. Does that match the print on the other one, on the cornucopia one?
Yep, it's
Yeah,
the same.
that's gorgeous. You might
She had
consider selling that as a set.
she had 60 on this one.
There you
Um,
go. Three. You can do your 180 now.
I don't know. I feel like that I wouldn't be getting my maximum.
No?
I don't know. I'd be afraid of shipping all this together.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm afraid of shipping. Okay, so do I look at the center of this one too?
Yep.
On this one? Okay, I'm
Look,
gonna go to
look. What you're looking through is the edge of the glass. So, hang on. Let me find a piece here real quick. Here. This is not uranium glass, but if I was going to hold this up to the light, I would be
Mhm.
looking through this edge, like looking
Okay.
into the edge of this,
Yeah.
and that's where you're going to see the glow.
So just looking at the hard edge. So I would look like
Yep, you
this.
could look at the where it's thick right there,
Yeah.
but you might see it on the flat part, but you're more likely to see it on the edge.
And I'm just looking for it to glow, not just be bright green.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. You'll be able to tell. It's a big difference in a glowing green and a, inside light green.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's very obvious.
I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna take some photos. I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. I'll be here with my handful of folks in the audience that nobody's talking to me. Hopefully they're all getting work done though, since it's our working live, right? But seriously, if anybody out there has any sales you want to share with us, we'd gladly put them up on the screen. If you get us a sold item number or a link to your item. Okay, so I shined up my little beads. I don't know if you guys can tell a difference in the camera there, but they are all shined up. So I'm just going to put them in my teeny tiny little jewelry box and ship them out in a padded envelope. So I have a case of these that I bought from a gal on Facebook Marketplace, and they have the cotton inside, but I will add a little bit of bubble wrap to these so that they don't move around in the box during shipping. So I keep scraps of bubble wrap on my desk for these little bitty things because I ship so many of them. I did, by the way, in case you didn't know about my purchase, I purchased 400 of these beads. Most of them are brand name, and they are 925 silver in the middle. And then a handful of them are stainless steel, non-brand name. And so I've got quite a variety. What'd you figure out there, Gail?
I can't tell. It just looks like a bright green to me. I don't. So it may not be. I think I should buy a black light.
Yes, I agree.
Those can't be real expensive, can they?
No, because my mom ordered like 2 for $10 on Amazon. She gave me one. So that's it. That's how I ship the beads. I don't know this name. Let me answer this real quick.
You're good, Ergie.
Hello, this is Erin.
Black light. There you go, 2 for 10. I had to have a party in my house too, because might as well use it.
Okay, that was strange. She's like, I'm returning your call. And I was like, I didn't call anybody.
Hey, when you got your black light from wherever, did you like go in your bathroom right away?
Yeah.
And
It's gross. That's not a smart thing to do. That is not a smart use of your black light.
I know, but you should do it, right? Because it's an eye
No,
opener.
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm guessing my Airbnb is like clean because I clean the crap out of my bathroom over
Yeah,
there. The personal bathroom, I'm not like as quick about.
yeah.
Hey Ken, how's it going?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, so there are $10.99 for two of the flashlight ones.
Yeah, that's what I have, the little flashlight one.
Let's see.
And those were perfectly fine. Okay,
Yeah.
I am going to run to the garage real quick and get a box for this
Get a box.
doll.
Get a box.
But
Well,
actually, you don't know, I lied. I'm going to wrap up the three wise men first. Since I have
I want to know how that, like, before I buy that, I want to, oh, what am I saying? I want to know how your tape works.
How what?
Your tape works.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when I wrap ceramics and glass, I start with these little pouches of styrofoam.
Yes. Okay.
I've got this weird light over here that I just, there. Is that better? There, now you can see them.
Yep.
So, anyhow, I put them all in these pouches first. I know some people start with paper, but I like these little. I think that this just gives a little bit of extra padding.
I do bubble wrap. That's where I start. Is
Well,
that bad?
with things like this, I'm afraid the bubble wrap is going to stick to the paint because some bubble wrap feels a little sticky to me, the
Yeah,
plastic.
like it sticks to itself even.
Yeah. And this is made, these are made for dishes. So
Yeah.
That's why I picked those. But they do, it does kind of pad the corners too, like on these guys. Especially for the price that people paid for these. I think I
Yeah.
owe them a little bit extra padding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, and these aren't very tall, by the way. This gentleman, he looks taller to me in the picture, but he's what, 6.5, 7 inches?
Yeah. Well, they know.
But he is apparently in high demand. This is one of those sets where I know the camels I priced appropriately, and they just sold fast because somebody wanted them and a lot of people want them. This one, this set of wise men, I think I probably should have priced higher. This is one of those ones I'm having second thoughts about. Did I price it high enough?
Yeah. Well, but it's a really good profit. So
It is still really good profit.
were you promoting that on eBay?
What's that?
Did you promote it on eBay?
It was promoted, yeah.
Yeah. I hate it when I
the
do that. I'm like,
promotion,
it sold that fast. Surely the promotion didn't. Did it sell via promoted listing? Oh, sure it did.
yeah, and the $600 camels sold. It was like a $13 promotion fee on the camels. So
See, when it sells that fast, I'm pretty sure it was not promoted listings that sold it. Honestly,
yeah,
it had to be someone who had an item, like who has it on watch.
a saved search. Yep.
Yeah.
But like on those camels, I netted $500 after all of that shipping, all of the promotion fees, all of the eBay fees, and I only paid $15 for those.
Yeah.
So
That's good still.
it's okay. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's okay.
That's all right. That's all
That's all
right.
right. That is not going to be a problem. Ooh, did you hear that?
You need to be careful, girl.
Yeah, he's good. That's the other thing. These pieces are in incredible condition. I have no chips or cracks on any of them.
So, just a side note, because I'm on Amazon looking at black lights instead of working, there You've probably seen the heavily advertised commercial for Capital One, like where
Yes.
okay, so I don't know, somehow I might have done that. I have a credit card. Gotta run. Have a great day. You too. Have a good one. Thanks for
All
stopping
right.
in.
Thanks for stopping, Ryan.
Um, so it does, it says here, like I can use it and save 52 cents. And then also there's an option that says add to watch list. And when I hover over it, it says watch this item for price drops. Add this item to your watch list. We'll watch the price drops over the next 60 days and email you with the best deal.
Really?
So it does also on Amazon a price watch, which I think is pretty dang cool.
But what if the price goes up?
I don't know if they're going to bother to tell me. I think it's just going to be a notification when it goes down. So that's pretty
Now,
cool.
I do know on Amazon, if you put something in your cart and hit save for later, it will tell you when the price goes up or down.
Yeah, but you have to go in and see.
Yes, you have to go in
Yeah,
and see.
yeah. I have noticed that. And every once in a while I try to remember to go to my cart and look.
Yeah. Lisa, I am shipping also. I'm packaging the three wise men. So
Yeah, I
Gail's
did
shopping
mine.
on Amazon.
I'm looking for black lights, okay? I want you to tape so I can see if I need to buy the
Oh, well,
tape.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I need some small bubble wrap and some big bubble wrap.
Oh my god.
Which, by the
All right.
way, look, I have them on rolls now.
Oh,
I could just, yeah, I
nice.
could just pull them down to my desk.
Oh,
Or
that's
I can
even
hang them in
better.
front of my camera.
That's a new camera effect.
Yeah, this is
That's
new.
cool because I have mine under there. It's a pain in the butt.
For years, well, for a year, since I've only been doing this for about a year and a half, I've just had like a roll sitting here or there or, somewhere
Yeah.
around. So I'm super excited. I hung them up, I don't know, like a week and a half ago.
So do you pull it down? Like if you have a big item, do you pull it down and just roll with it and
Uh-huh.
then put it off and okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when I was cleaning my desk? That's when I hung those up.
She said you're fancy now, Erin.
I am. I'm so fancy.
I know,
Look at
that's
me
impressive.
now. I know. Well, guys, I ship enough breakables. I figured I deserved to be a little fancy. You know what's really funny is honestly, I've got some old reused bubble wrap that I use on stuff that's not so expensive, and it's just sitting beside me in a garbage bag. You guys
Yeah.
just can't see where I'm not fancy.
I have a massive bag. It's from Pier 1. It's like huge
Yeah.
and big. And that's what I stuff all of my
Okay.
excess packing stuff.
Well, my friend saved all this for me. But and actually, I've used about half of it, but it's like a white garbage bag. Some of it's just not the best quality. So if I have something that just needs a little bit of extra packaging, I'll use that.
Yeah.
But this stuff needs the padding. It needs all the bubbles. So I've been using that stuff for filler. But so I do have some not so fancy stuff around here.
Yeah. Is that tape dispenser like $12? About 12
It's
bucks.
called EVO.
Evo. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at here.
Oh, that weird message guy that wants the eBay number on the outside of the box. He just paid for his order. It's going to Redondo Beach, California. So that probably is a freight forwarding then, right?
Maybe.
Out of California. I don't know. Let me look at my Amazon store real quick. Because
I mean, that's probably it. It looks just like it. Question is, do I want a pink, yellow, blue, or green? That green would stand out. You got blue. Oh, you got.
I have two of them. Because this is my clear tape, and this is going to be for my eBay tape.
True. That's true.
Yeah. So I did get the green and the blue.
Well, I like the green because it stands out. Like I'm always like, where the hell did I put it? Even though it's red,
That's why I bought that one.
Yeah.
Yes, mine were $11.99.
Okay, that's the same one I'm looking at then.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
It's a new
That.
month, so I have supplies that I can buy. I budget every month for supplies, so I don't feel guilty when I do buy stuff like this.
Lisa, my camels that I sent out on the 27th that
Mm,
somebody paid me $650 for are not moving. And I am a nervous wreck about it. And I can't file a claim with USPS for them to look for it, for them to even like investigate it for 2 more days. I'm tempted to call my local post office because the scan says that they did accept it. So I know that they got it and they scanned it. But I just don't know why it's not moving, and it is driving me crazy. I even signed up for text message alerts for any change in that condition, and haven't heard anything. So this is my next. So this is what saves me some stress. I follow the packing instructions from over the years. So Tim and Ma Dukes, when they pack, they have 3 layers. My inside layer is that styrofoam. Their inside layer is paper, but then small bubbles and big bubbles. So
okay.
that saves me a little bit. Now I do use different big bubbles than they do because their big bubbles are just way out of my price range. Um, they're very expensive, and I really do feel like these ones do an adequate job. So I have like 1% of my things get broken. So, but yeah, I'm nervous that those nativity camels are not moving. And the nativity camels, I put them all in their own box. So I did all of this. They all got their own box, and then all 3 of those boxes went in another box.
And, and did you put paper around the boxes in the box?
Yes, absolutely, I did. I did.
That's what they say to do. Seems like overkill, but yeah.
Yeah, at least that's my biggest sale ever. Besides these camels, previously, the stuff that I sold that was high priced was not breakable. It was jewelry and a Chanel belt that was made. It was metal. It was a chain link belt, and so those weren't breakable. So I wasn't quite as nervous, like waiting for stuff like that to get delivered. Oh, Lisa says it's nice to meet you. This is my friend Gail, by the way. um, but yeah, it is the hype show. Even with the insurance, it's still like I don't want to have to make an insurance claim. Like I want these people to get what they bought. I would have driven it there myself if it was closer.
Yeah, I try not to even look at the packing, but I know when it's or the shipping tracking, but I know once it's that expensive, you're kind of like, did it get there? They got it. And you're waiting like with bated breath to see, you know. But
There was another order that I dropped off the same day that had already been delivered, and so that's why I ended up looking at the camels to see where they were at.
hmm
Actually, I'm gonna go click on it now. Um, and see where if it has any updates because now that we're talking about it, I'm wondering again. And I did look this morning and didn't see it. It did not move. Now it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. And nothing. It still says it's sitting here in my town. Where are they at? Because they're in Colorado. I remember thinking if that's close enough, I might just drive it there myself. No, they're in Colorado. So from Northwest Ohio to Colorado was not going to work. She's just not.
that
Yeah, me
that
too.
would be a business expense, though.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, these 3 guys I'm not going to stress about so much. I mean, they're 250, but I'm I'll buy extra insurance, but they won't stress me out like this one is. Okay, I need a box for them. I think I'm going to use a large priority mailbox for them. Usually I'd dig through my box of recycled packaging, but I think for this one I'm just gonna get them their own new box. These are nice and sturdy. And I think it's just the
I'm
right
still
size.
trying to find that plush bear for my daughter. Like
Are you
yesterday,
really?
I was going through and I was doing what people were like. I was like, well, maybe if the tag's not on it, maybe they don't know it's Fisher Price. Like I
Right.
didn't know. So I'm like waffle bear because it's waffle weave.
Right.
And then I tried stuffed animals, bear, and cream or white color. You know, like I was going through.
Are you
And
ready? I'm
that
gonna try it.
okay.
Okay. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that.
All right, so you don't have to do the funky squeeze here just to make
No,
sure it doesn't let loose.
I'm not
And
doing
then
my left and right squeeze.
this you gotta like worry about.
I'm like seriously barely holding on to it. And it's a natural movement to do this when you go to cut it, which stops the roll and then you just cut it.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, totally
Is that what
awesome.
that thing is for?
Yep.
That was for. Okay, I
And if
shall
you
order.
want, it's got, you know, how some people do it like this. If you want to be able to push, I don't do that because my hands are too short. But yeah, no, it's a good size.
Yeah, okay.
That's what my problem. My hands are so little. Like I wear kid size gloves, by the way. Um, things like this I always worry about because I do not have adult size hands. Okay, now I need some packing paper in the bottom here. Got some more in here. So I switched over to Rollo printer, and I used to use the full sheet labels that go in the printer, and I would save the backing off of them for packing. I'm almost out of those.
Oh, I didn't think about saving them. I just throw them away.
Oh no! Now I don't save the Rollo printer backing, but the old label printer because it's so thick. I love these for packing in the bottom. But I'm almost out now.
Okay, Ken is asking you to move the camera down so they can see it in action. Oh, they're talking about the tape dispenser.
Oh, I'm just crumpling paper into the box.
Yeah, well, when you get ready to do the tape, I think is what they're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then she wants to know is that a fancy gadget she needs to have in her life? It's just a handheld
Yes.
tape dispenser. So you missed it earlier. We were using the Scotch or Duck brand thing that comes with the small roll, and we put our big roll on it, and it's just kind of like obviously it doesn't fit, and we've been struggling with it. Both of us are too cheap to just buy
Yes.
something. And I had bought the full big handheld one.
See how
And
this is for the little one and it's on a big roll?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It
It's
doesn't grip
to look
right
like
for me on the other one. So I like the handheld, just even the big one, I don't like it because it seems too industrial, like trying to cut
no, I
it.
didn't
You gotta get
want
it.
I didn't want the one that was like on a pole. I didn't want that.
Yeah, no, I tried it and I don't like it.
Oh, I got a few more in here.
So anyway, that's what I'm
Yes. Okay. I have to find a big sheet of wrapping paper to put on top of here. Okay. Hang on. Hang tight, guys. I'm going to be right back with that tape demonstration.
okay. I'm gonna add this to our watch list. There we go. Okay.
I just disturbed the deep slumber of 2 dogs and a cat. I don't know how they can sleep with all the noise I make. Okay. 3 wise men, 1 box. Here we go. What's it say? What's another fancy guide? Yes. You need this.
Oh, 3-inch tape, huh?
I do not have to. I have 2-inch. Yeah. I know a lot of people like the 3-inch tape, but I just buy the really super cheap 2-inch tape and run it twice.
I don't even do that. I think 2 inches works great for me.
Yeah.
The only time I do like two twice is if it's like extra heavy and
Yeah.
might bulge out, and then I just reinforce the edges and everything on that.
I'm paranoid, so I put a lot of tape on. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, you can't see the tear side. Hang on. This way you can see when I tear it off. Oh, you didn't even see it. That's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it tears fantastic. It's got this has a spring loaded grip on it.
Hmm.
But yeah, again, I just did not want the big, huge tape runner. Um, and honestly, the tape is quieter. I know you guys can hear it coming off, but it sounds quieter on that thing than it does on the little thing that doesn't fit it. Oh, I did not put enough tape on the bottom. Oh, that's what. Never mind. I did. Okay. 3 wise men. No movement. We're good. They are very well suspended in the paper in the middle of this box. She just tapes annoying. It makes it easier. Yeah, this is fantastic because it doesn't slip out of here because it's pulled up far enough and it's ready just to push down on that roller whenever you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm about to buy. Not sure if I want to do
I did
one.
notice that if I put my finger on here, it ran a lot smoother than if I was just gripping it like this. So that spot is definitely there for a reason. Oh, Ken switched to 3-inch wide tape. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like that. It does cut the tape. Yeah, so it's got the teeth right there. Yeah. So
Yeah,
basically, you're like your normal action where you go to cut the tape, you automatically I think just that normal motion to cut the tape, it forces you to squeeze this, which stabilizes the roll, so you're not like pulling tape while you're trying to cut it. You're actually like grabbing a hold of it. So I'm very impressed with this little piece of $11.99 plastic. It's
yeah, for sure. Okay,
really
so
aesthetic too.
I just put the link for that if anybody is interested in it
Oh,
and wants
cool.
that.
Yep, Amazon. Absolutely. We
Yeah.
have Prime, so
Yeah, so if you click the link, you'll be able to see what, different colors. It comes in 4 colors. I
so
think
I got blue and green.
I'm trying to decide if I want to just buy one for now or both.
Because I always have a roll of eBay tape and a roll of clear tape going at the same time, I went ahead and
Mhm.
got 2.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
I do not. Is that an affiliate link for you?
Um, it may be. I
It might.
just copied
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Yeah. So I am not in the affiliate program, but I check out
for
Gail's
the
link
demo.
here. Okay,
Yeah.
Lisa's gonna get one. Yeah, no, I knew I needed. What was it? Something happened the other day. Oh, because this kept getting stuck down, and then every time I would try and like peel it up, it was like shredding, and I was getting so mad the other day.
Especially eBay
Yeah.
tape.
Yes,
eBay tape just it splits.
that's what I'm doing right now. So, like, it was just peeling and splitting and shredding, and I was getting
Yeah.
so
I
mad.
have
I was
to
like,
kind of
okay,
like shimmy it.
I've got.
But
I have another tape dispenser, but it is so flimsy. That is for the wider center.
mhm.
Um, but I don't know where it's at. I took it to Girl Scouts for a meeting one time, and I may have just left it there. Yeah.
Okay, it says I won't get it till December 3rd. Wait, why is my black light
That's
not
like
coming tomorrow?
tomorrow. Oh, 2 days, I guess.
Oh, okay, no, I can get. Oh, I hate it when they try to trick you and put both in one.
Oh, yeah, because then you end up waiting for them. No, mine made
Yeah.
it in 48 hours.
Okay, so delivery date tomorrow for the flashlights and Friday for the other one.
So I got a package in the mail the other day. You guys, by the way, I use a lot of recycled, reused packaging that my friends and family save for me. And, obviously saves a lot of money for me. But I received a package the other day from another seller. I had ordered some leggings for my daughter. And what she had done was she had taken, it wasn't Amazon, I think it was from Kohl's. So she had a used Kohl's bag, like it had been shipped to her, and she flipped it inside out. So the Kohl's didn't show. And so it looked to me like I just was receiving a gray poly bag. So a lot of times I reuse Amazon packaging and things. But now, since I received that package like that, and I know you can just, it covers all the labels, all the UPC codes, and it looks like a brand new bag.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess you still have to cover the labels or mark them out, huh?
I did, I just ripped off her name and address. Yeah. But just now it's a gray bag.
Yeah, and I got my impact sealer. I would use it on that instead of tape. Psst,
Yep.
done. Is it impact sealer? I don't know.
Oh, Lightning Bug Lane's getting the green and yellow. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
I
I
have to
was thinking
remind
the
you.
same thing because I like the bright colors.
Yeah, I need to be able to find mine on my desk. Lightning Bug Lane, if you prefer us to use your first name, let me know what that is because I don't think I remember.
Oh
Lisa's
my
like,
God,
yeah,
someone has a job for me.
tape
Oh.
dispensers unite. Ken says, added it to my Christmas list. Tape, boxes, packing paper, and miscellaneous shipping supplies, and family thinks I'm nuts.
Yeah. I'm kind of like wondering what happened, like, because I'm
Smart.
the same way.
That is smart.
Well, we were talking the other day because Erin was telling me everybody's sharing that Walmart had poly bags
Yeah.
or bubble mailer
Mailers.
bags. It Walmart for like, I don't know, what was it? $1 for 15.
Yes.
And so I ran to my Walmart because I'm like, it was multiple people. And no, they weren't on sale at my Walmart. But she was like, I already, I buy them in a count of 250. I have enough. And I'm like, so do I. But you can never have enough because when you run out, you're kicking yourself. So you got to get it cheap when you can.
When you find a good deal.
Aw, I'm gonna call you Bug. Her name's Elaine. I love that name, Bug. See,
Elaine.
I love Lightning Bug already, so
I do like that.
that's cute.
We're glad you could join us and join the Tape Brigade. We are now the Tape Brigade, Gail.
Okay.
We are the Packing Tape Brigade. I think I'm gonna have to double bag this.
Double bag it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna quite close. I'll just put a bag over the other end. But that's fine. I have plenty of used bags that I can flip inside out. Yeah, that one's the same size. Where's my? There we go. So. Oh, it's not that one. Okay. Oh, I gotta take the. So some of my friends, when they bring me the supplies, they take their labels off, and some of them don't. And the ones that don't, I go ahead and peel it off for them. But I have most of what I have to pay for in shipping supplies is those padded mailers because I always need smaller ones, even though they bring me bigger ones. And then I buy a lot of bubble wrap, even though I use some used, and tape. But as far as like boxes, big bubble mailers, poly bags. Um, I I don't have to pay for those. David, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing all right.
Good
Yeah.
morning or evening for you.
Lisa, SSK, his name is Ken, but
Mhm.
that is a really good idea to add all of your shipping supplies to your Christmas wish list.
Yeah.
Very good
I don't
idea.
know why when I first reached out to my neighbors and said, "Hey, I'm a reseller. I could use some packing supplies. So if you have the extra bubble mailers and stuff, hit me up and I'll come pick them up." I
Yes.
had a big response. And then the second time I did it, like hardly anyone did. And I was like, "Oh man, I thought it was going to be easy."
Yeah. You know what I have going in my favor? And a lot of people just drop stuff off here. I live a block from our recycling center. So in our area, if you want recycling, you have to pay for somebody to pick it up, or you have to take it to the recycling center yourself. And I am literally a block from the recycling center. And so a lot of people, when they're going there, they'll just stop here and drop off the stuff that I need and then take the rest of their recyclables. So I have
Yeah.
been so very lucky that people are willing to do that. Okay, Ken says, question. When listing new tags clothing, I like to photo the tag. What do you do when the tag has price on it that you can't remove? Do you mark it out with a Sharpie or just photo and go on? I would
Well,
photo.
I mean, are you selling it for more than the tag? That's the
Yeah,
question
that's a good
I ask.
question. So if you're
If
selling
you,
it for more than the tag, I will use photo editing software and just kind of rub it out, make it blurry. I've been known to do that. Recently, it was actually a boxed ice skating rink for a Christmas village, and it originally sold for $89.99, and I was selling it for $149. So in my photo editing software, I just went in and blurred it out a little bit. But when I shipped it to the person, it hasn't been altered. So that's what I do. So that's one option. I mean, obviously, you can tear it off, put a sticker over it. If you have a piece of a label that you want to put it over it, cover it up with it. But if you're selling it for less than what's on the tag, you might just go ahead and let it show. Oh, Lisa got the pink. Yay!
oh, well, was Elaine the one that got the yellow? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I went ahead and just got the green for now because I rarely use my clear tape, but
Oh, I'm going to use eBay tape on this one. Oh, I'm going to get my other one out since I know I like them. It's going in the garbage, guys.
no, so sad. Thank you
End of an
for your
era.
service.
Thank you for your service. You're
You have
moving
been
on. I should see I think my mom might be using those small rolls. Yes, you're welcome. Glad we could help with that. All right.
now. I need to take $24 out of my spending budget.
Super easy to load these things too. There we go. I'm in business, guys. That's how quick it was to load that. I'm serious, you guys. This dulls the sound of the tape like by half. It's crazy.
Hmm.
I didn't know it was supposed to do that either. Was it supposed to do that?
I don't know.
It does. It just softens the noise. Okay, that didn't work out quite as well. There we go.
I need
Okay.
I need to do some real work.
I'm
Jeez.
getting my shipping done. I got 2 things packaged.
I already did all that, but where's my pen?
Where'd you put it?
I only have one pen, and I never.
Well, we know what to put on Gail's Christmas list.
I regret not stealing a bunch of pens from the company I worked at because they were just like click ballpoint pens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they were, I loved them. And I just taken some because they had them all sitting out. I was like, oh, I don't need it. Dang it.
Did you seriously only have like one pen in your office?
Yeah. I mean, all of these are markers
Mm-hmm.
or pencils or, yeah, this is a pencil or Sharpies, or there's like these special pens for my Rocketbook friction
Yep.
pens.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Okay, I do have found one. What is the other one I found? I know. Go to the Dollar Tree deal. What FYI, nobody buy batteries from Dollar Tree. Just don't do it.
No.
No, they take forever. They die fast, and I had one in my pet feeder, like the D batteries, and it just like leaked everywhere and
Oh yeah.
rusted. It was gross. And it wasn't even in there that long.
One of the kids did their science experiment on whether or not to buy Duracell or Dollar Tree batteries. And they found that even though you used more Dollar Tree batteries, it cost less to use them.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that funny?
I
But
mean,
if I
maybe.
was you, I wouldn't want to deal with that mess, and I would just buy the Duracell.
Well, before I left the company, I have a Dell keyboard and mouse, and
Mhm.
they're dying constantly. Like I'm having to change the batteries like nobody's business.
Okay.
And the guy that was replacing me had said that, it came up in conversation. I was like, oh my God, mine too. Like I thought it was the bad batteries, but he's like, no, it sucks the life out of the battery. So if anybody has a wireless keyboard and mouse that they really like, that does not die in batteries, often let me know. But I kind of like this one because it's nice and slim.
Yeah.
I like it. And it also has Bluetooth for 2 or 3
I
spots.
will tell you, I use this with my iPad, but it is a rechargeable,
Uh-huh.
and I rarely have to charge it. Like I have to charge it so little that I get frustrated when it does die because I wasn't expecting it.
Okay. But I need one that has like a number keypad.
Right. Yep. No, this is
But
for my iPad.
I like the rechargeable idea.
So that might be what you want to look for then.
The rechargeable
A
Bluetooth.
rechargeable one. Yeah. I can use this like a month at a time because I haven't had it very long, and I keep losing the cord because I just don't even have to charge it. Okay. I do have to run out to the garage and get the box for this Precious Moments because that is the last thing I have to pack now. And I have put it off. And I know I have. What is my chair stuck on? I'm gonna die here.
Don't die.
Oh, it's got this cord stuck on it. Okay.
Don't die, Erin.
Don't die. Okay, I survived. I'll be right back.
Okay, Lisa's run into the post office.
Shipping packs.
I got my run to do. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to go see my guy tonight. So I am going to go on the way there, which means I have to leave work at 5. This is so crazy that this is my job now. Anybody else here? Who else here full-time? Ken, you're full-time, right? Reselling? Let's share stories. How's it going? I'm trying not to get too excited. I'm doing my budget now. Like I list what I made and how much was. I have like sort of like 4 side hustles. I have Airbnb, reselling, a rental house, and YouTube. So I note all that on my income. And then I'm just breaking it down now. And my reselling is like, normally it's 1,300 the last 2 months. This is my first month, like really killing it, like working really hard full time. So I'm about to figure out what that number is, but I'm sure it's more than 1,300. So I'm trying not to get excited because I think this is really just, I think it's just because of the quarter end.
Okay. So I grabbed this box that had just enough room to fit one layer of Big Bubbles all the way around. So she is not going to scooch around in there. And she has her original packaging. She's not ceramic. She's plastic also. She's not ceramic like most of the Precious Moments dolls are. I lost my job on January 15th of this year. Outsourced to India. Oh, good grief, Elena. I'm so sorry. That sounds incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. Are you doing this full time now?
Oh, yeah. Are you full time?
That's what happened to me. They laid me off. I was there like 7 or 8 years, but they gave me a year notice. Well, more than a year's notice, which is crazy. I just didn't know when. I kept saying I'm gonna do this full time, and everybody's like, "You doing it yet? You doing it yet?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't know, not yet. I'm waiting for the D-Day."
All right, you guys, this is working awesome. If I actually stuck the tape down, that would be helpful. That was my error. User error. I had gone to an estate sale, and there were all these Precious Moments, and I just walked right by them, and I thought, I just can't. I don't need those. They don't sell well. But then I had regrets. I started feeling like, oh, what if I passed up money? One of those kind of regrets.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called the lady who we've become friends now because I shop with her so often. And I said, hey, how about if you just give me some time and let me sit there and look them all up and see if any of them are worth me bringing home. And she's like, that's fine. Because there were so many. I mean, there were hundreds of them. So my daughter was so sweet. I showed her how to look up comps and what prices I was looking for. And so her and I sat there and went through them. And a lot of them had boxes, and some of them were in boxes that they didn't belong in. So we had to open all the boxes and make sure we had the right thing there. But I ended up bringing home, I don't know, maybe like 24 of them. But the ones I brought home were selling for $20 and over. And I do have one set of ornaments that I think is going to sell for about $50. It's the 12 Days of Christmas, but I'm missing one of them. I'm missing the 11th one, and it's still going to sell for $50. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay. If anybody's curious, I did my budget. That's how I break it down.
Oh, hang on.
That's how much. Oh.
How do I do it?
No, I was saying earlier when you were out of the room, like how I track all my details.
Yeah.
So I have
there we go.
Hi y'all.
Let's see it, girl.
Okay, so this is for November 5,700 is my total. Okay. And then I broke it down, like I start down here, like YouTube paid me, and then Airbnb, and then Jason, that's my renter. Okay. So then anything left over is basically reselling. So 3,600 is what I made reselling, and the month before was 1,300, and the month before that was 1,300. So it's really killing it this year.
Yeah.
So, and also, while you have me on the big screen, I have this thing. I'm a nerd, so I have this thing that I bought like for $7 off of Amazon, and it comes with these steals. And then I bought fake money. So like all this is fake. It looks real, but it's fake. And then I just put like a pink sheet, like what my auto insurance is. Like I put a budget amount, and then I write down what it actually ended up being. But then when I pay it, like I put, if it's $70, I put 70 in here, and then I take the amount that it actually was out. So I do that for everything. And
I like that you have that visual that you can see actually how many physical dollars are in there.
Yeah. That's and smart. Even like cost of goods, I was going to try to do like $250 a month, but I did $567 over that. I spent $817 last month. But
look how much it paid you.
Yeah, I made over $500 already. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like I went crazy. So I'm trying to use this as a visual, like tangible. And when the envelope runs out, I'm
Right.
supposed to stop.
Yep.
And so I didn't stop when it came to the cost of goods. But I love this system. It works really good for me.
That's smart, especially if you need to be able to see how many physical dollars you're pulling out, but you don't want to actually take the money out of the bank. That is really a smart way to do it.
Yeah. So like Dave Ramsey kind of suggests doing this, but I don't believe in keeping cash like that. I think it's
Mhm.
ridiculous when I can earn, even if it's a couple bucks a month on
Right.
interest. I would rather earn money on my,
Yeah.
money. So anyway, that was good news.
Elaine answered your question there. She said she's mainly a hobby right now, but she's getting more listed.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely the more you list, girl, the more you're going to sell. That's once I
Yep, I
started
know that.
ramping up, even last month when it wasn't really quarter in and I was putting out more listings, I could see a difference.
Yeah. My biggest difference that I could tell was when I was at 500 listings, I was doing pretty good and I was okay with it. But once I got up to over 700 listings, I found that it was a lot more steady. Like I am shipping something every day, and weekends are hot for me.
I'm not real sure if I'm shipping every day. I don't really pay attention. I just know that I'm trying to do it every other day. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what's today? Wednesday. So I actually have a pretty decent stack of packages
Oh
going
shoot.
out today.
I was getting ready to do my bulk labels, but I just saw that other character paid, so now I gotta pull out these miniatures. Actually, they're the cutest little miniatures, so I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see if I can find them. Um, I've put posts up on. Oh, I don't see them in here. Maybe they're in the other one. So I have put posts up on. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen how I talk about how many listings you can have in a shoebox when you're selling miniatures. Yeah, here they are. So I have 2 shoeboxes here with like 300 listings. So, like
Oh
when
yeah, I
people
saw
say,
that.
I don't have space for all that inventory, this right here, these 2 shoeboxes, is 300 listings.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that
crazy. I
nuts?
saw that. I was like, oh my God.
But, like, if you look, like, just this little tray has like 20 things in it. And the one below it is all these little pewter figures, and I probably have 30 in there. You see them all?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I want you to know I bought like 60 miniatures last night.
Oh really?
So I'm going to fill out the rest of that box, and then I'm going to have 360 listings. They'll all fit in this bottom box. There's enough space in there. Um,
So do any miniatures sell or
all right,
just
let's
like
look at my solds in the last 90 days. I'll show you how many miniatures have sold. You want to do that?
sure.
All right, let's do it. Oh, this is my bulk listings. I was getting ready to print labels. Okay, so I'm going to scroll pretty quick through that. Okay, so those beads are not in with the miniatures, but they are in. Can you guys see me?
Hmm.
Okay, so this is full of beads. This has
Right,
half
right.
of my beads in it. So that's just another small box that I keep things in. Okay, so let's count the beads as one. Those 2 little guys are miniatures there. The bunny and the bear. Those are the ones I'm getting ready to pack. Those are little, but they're the glass. Those 2 pieces are little, but they're not in with the miniatures. But this travel ashtray is. It's only what, an inch and a half wide, I think. Beads. The snowman and the Santa. Those are miniatures.
So are they're mostly vintage little things.
Yeah, the pewter set was a miniature. That's a full nativity set, and I think that tallest piece was half an inch. Those were tiny. Oh, these 2 little frogs are miniatures.
Okay. So you don't spend like a whole lot of money on them just because they're
Yeah, I
Are
try
you
and get them
looking at
for
comps or are you just throwing prices out there?
no, I comp all these out. And I try and get them for like $1 or less. So like that little teddy bear that we're looking at now,
Hmm.
only sold for $8, but I probably only had 5 cents into that one because I bought
Yeah.
him in a big lot. A lot of times people don't see the value in miniatures because they are so small. These two I actually had stored in my miniature bin, even though they aren't miniatures. They were very lightweight and didn't take up a lot of space. So those two I counted out of my miniature box, and that pair sold for 20, so that's not a bad return on those. Look at this little football. This cracks me up. It's a 1/12 scale dollhouse miniature,
How
but
did you know it's 112?
that one was marked.
Oh,
Yep, that one was marked, so I knew that one was. I could look up the brand and
well,
see that because it's marked Wilson, I could search that on Google and I could see the original packaging.
got you.
Mine was
Awesome.
not in the package, but yeah, so I found that one. The little dog is a miniature. Um, so this little hand painted stamp roll that was in my miniature box, even though it's not a miniature, it wasn't very big. So, I mean, I'm thinking at least 30% of what I sell is coming out of the miniatures. Those spoons were in the miniatures. So this was a piece of crystal that was a miniature. Those sold for you guys will see some high prices on this
Yeah.
crystal. And the crystals were all miniatures. Two thimbles were in the miniatures. They sold for 25.
I have a lot of thimbles from that estate sale.
Thimbles sell pretty well. There's a bead.
I was just going to do one whole lot. Paul's in the house. How's it going, Paul?
Hey, Paul. What's
Just
new?
let you know he
We're,
showed up.
we're looking at miniatures. So this little miniature belt actually got returned to me, broken, and I fixed it and relisted it. So it did sell at one point. um, that little bell was in the miniatures, even though it's not a miniature, but he fit in my miniatures box. There's another crystal, and then below that, so that one crystal sold for 95. But below that, the pewter mice sold for 12. They were teeny tiny little guys. They were marked Hallmark. That helps them sell a little bit higher. That pin right there was only an inch across. So that was a miniature. That one sold at 100. It had
$100.
amazing detail for being a 1-inch piece.
Right.
Was
Crazy.
the detail on that was amazing. This pair of crystal miniatures together were 56, so they were about 25 each.
I have
Here's some
little
more of the
glass
crystals.
penguins.
Huh?
I have little glass penguins that I need to
Mm-hmm.
sell.
I've sold non-crystal, just glass pieces
Hmm.
in here of animals. The animals sell very quickly. This little Buddha actually went over to England, so even the pieces don't even all sell here. And that one was teeny tiny. I couldn't believe that somebody would pay the shipping to get it across the pond. Miniature ornaments. This set here was little miniature tools, but they were ornaments for the tree. So I saw a lot of miniatures. These earrings right here, those went to England also. They're only $10, but those
Wow,
little
that's crazy.
they went over to England also. Some
That's
more crystal.
global shipping.
Yep, global shipping. That bell was small, but it wasn't in the miniature group. Here's another piece of crystal. So this crystal was not even a name brand, but still sold for $18. The koala sold for 13, and I believe the koala was broken and repaired. That's why it was a little bit lower. The miniature train, that one was teeny tiny. So that grouping of crystals that I had that sold went fairly quickly, but most of them were brand name. But this little piece of pottery, she was only an inch and a half tall and still sold for 35. But she did have her original paperwork and packaging. There's a miniature. So
Especially in the
they,
crystal, I can see that.
yeah, they definitely sell. I mean,
Yeah. I think for me, I would have a hard time with it knowing it's only going to sell for, $10. But after you comp it out and take time on it, then you maybe end up kind of spending more of your time than you get in selling it.
yeah.
But
Yeah, like this perfume was a miniature. That one only sold for 8. But I have so little into these. The crystals, I paid up for those. But most of these pieces, I'm getting them like 10 for $1.
yeah, I think what I would end up doing is just making up a price.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it's not terrible, right? I mean, you end
Right.
up still making money, but you might miss out on some of the stuff. But
Yeah, if you put it out on best offer, you never know. I mean, you might still get an offer on it.
yeah,
There's another miniature perfume. Now that one went for 20, but it was Victoria's Secret brand. This little bunny rabbit vase, he wasn't a miniature, but he was very small, so 3.5 inches tall. So that still sold, and he was broken too, and so he still bought it. Oh, and then the Barbie clothes. Here we go with the Barbie stuff.
yeah. Megan's been MIA with her baby, so
Yeah.
she's the one asking about that all the time.
Paul says, of course, size matters.
Who says that?
Paul does.
The little size matters. Little sizes matter.
I think Paul towered over everybody at the resellers rally.
Yeah, Paul's tall.
Mm-hmm. Here's a little set of Halloween miniatures that I sold for $20. Now that was a small grouping. It just made more sense to put them all together to sell them. So, if you've got if you need a bunch of listings in a small space, grab some miniatures next time you go to.
I mean, yeah, that's like a valid point. Think about the people who want to start off and they
Mhm.
don't know really where to start. They don't have the storage. They don't have the money.
Yep.
Start with that. Forget the clothing. Start with something like that.
Yeah.
Even if it is $8 and the whole time money thing may not be relevant. You
Well,
just need to make the money.
and I ship them, a lot of times I put them in that jewelry box and then put them in the padded mailer. A lot of these really could go in the padded mailer just by themselves. But because I have those boxes, I package them. Some of them, if you just put a little piece of bubble wrap around them and put them in a bubble mailer, they'd be fine.
Yeah.
Especially the pewter ones and the crystal ones, a little bit of extra padding. Okay, this was a really neat little set. I'm actually going to click on this so you guys can see it close up. This is a nativity set, but they're thumbtacks. These were the teeny tiniest little wooden creatures, but they were thumbtacks.
Oh, wow.
They were hand painted. So that one
Man.
cracked me up. But yep, it sold $13. So I do sell a lot of little Barbie shoes. A handful of little plastic Barbie shoes is the easiest thing to pack. You could literally throw them in a poly mailer
Yeah. No
and just,
worries there.
yeah, just throw them in. They would be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got some plush that I sold there. That was a little tape measure but it had advertising on it. Oh, the creepy baby paperweight. This was a teeny tiny little box, this lapis one, but it was really intricately carved. I think is why it sold for $20. But I think that one was maybe 2 inches across, 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Little stuffies. Barbie Clothes. Oh, even easier to ship. Barbie Clothes. They're even easier to ship than the shoes.
Yeah, no doubt. No packing required, really. That'll go in a poly bag.
hmm So definitely small. This is a little part of a desk set, so you could use it for a ring holder, a paperweight, or like to stab, like like some restaurants they like stab your receipts onto
Mm-hmm.
a metal pole that had
Mm-hmm.
the pointed tail on it where you could put your receipts on it. Some little miniature keychains. These are little figurines that go in your Christmas village right here. Wallets are easy to ship too, by the way. Super, super easy to throw in a poly bag. If you guys need, if you want to recommend something to somebody that's starting out, wallets are awesome. Barbie clothes and shoes, and a lot of miniatures are easy to ship.
I'm gonna
Um,
sell these wooden bowls all for $15. Is that a good price? You heard of monkey pod wood?
yeah, this is super popular right now. It's mid-century modern. Yep.
I'm gonna put that in the keywords then.
Yep, absolutely. I'm just going to make a note real quick. This item that's up at the top of the screen was broken and still sold for $60.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, okay, I'm going to close this out, but I just wanted to show you some of those miniatures.
Well, thanks. I'll keep my
Yeah.
eyes peeled.
Give you guys an idea of, like what's moving in a smaller size. Easier to pack, less time and money to ship. Yeah, return on investment is easy. You know, part of the problem is that when people come across little things like this, they think very little of it, and so they don't charge a lot for it. So if you're at an estate sale where it's a name your own price kind of situation, you can ask 10 cents a piece on these and people will sell them for that because they don't see the value in something that's so small. Mid-century modern is hot. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Chuck. Nice for you to join us. Glad to see you. But yeah, he just mentioned that, Gail, the mid-century modern is very hot right now.
Yeah.
Put that in
Actually,
your listing and you put
yeah.
the monkey pot in there, those will move.
Move it. Yes, they
Yeah.
will. They're gonna.
So like these two little guys, I'm going to put them in a jewelry box, put them in a padded envelope. Done. If anybody needs jewelry boxes really cheap, the Dollar Tree, you can order them by the case. And what it is you get 3 boxes for $1. And there's a bigger box, a smaller box, and a long box. And so, it works out to 33 cents a box. And there are places that you could probably find them cheaper, but if you need them quick, just order a case from the Dollar Tree online. These ones I found on Facebook Marketplace. A gal in town was selling them, and I got like 200 of them, so I don't think I'm ever going to run out because I feel like I've already had them forever. But the ones from Dollar Tree come with the cotton already in them, and mine came with the cotton in them too. So that's nice too that they come already to go. Like you don't have to put any stuffing in there. So that's it. I do tape these because I'm afraid they're going to come undone. So I put a piece of tape over both ends. Let's see. I'm going to use a reused envelope because I know I've got some small ones in here. So this my friend brought to me. Oh no, this was something that got shipped to me. eBay. So I'm reusing an eBay padded mailer. I guess I don't have to peel that off because they'll get my return address anyhow. So I'm going to reuse that. And all I do is fold it down and tape it over with eBay tape. This one's a little dusty. Much new tape dispenser.
I got this. This was in the estate sale with the Thomas Kincaid. This is a Bradford Exchange
That is
plate for
great.
San Francisco. I want to say it's been a while since I looked it up, but I put it aside because I was like, oh, that one sells good. So I'm about to find out.
Is it a tray or a wooden hanging?
It's a wooden hanging. I mean, it's a plate,
Yeah.
right? But
Oh.
it's in this kind of thing already. So
Yeah, but that's pretty. See, you don't even need a tabletop dispenser. You can just rip them right out of there super fast.
yeah, that's actually even how on this one. That's what I've been doing. I just grab it right here,
Yeah.
pull, and then rip, and it works fine.
So, what else? Okay, now I have to go back over to my bulk shipping page. Does anybody want to see how I do bulk shipping, or everybody's got that? So you all
Sure.
figured out how to
Yeah,
use
I'm
that
always
page?
down, especially with the breakables. I need to make sure I know how to do this.
Well, I've got everything packaged. I'm going to print labels now. I'm just wondering if that's like super boring because everybody's already done it.
No, go for it.
Go for it. All right. Let me pull that screen back up here.
Some people really like my shipping videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so
All right. Well, we'll do shipping label videos. Okay.
so this plate without the frame sold for $25.
Oh, so I bet you could do what, 40, 50?
I'll go for $49.99.
All right. Okay, so here's my package with the two little doodads in it, the little bear and the little bunny. I'm just going to weigh them. And then right next to where they're at here, it asks, do I still want first class? I still want first class. They're actually only 2 ounces. That's not going to change the price, but I want to have an accurate weight in there.
Do you
So it's
display the
still,
weight on your labels or no?
say that again?
Do you display the weight on your labels or not?
It does. I didn't know that was an option to take it off.
It is.
Okay, so no, mine does show the weight on them.
Yeah.
So that's it for that one. This next piece I'm going to weigh is the Under Armour bag. So that's my big fluffy package here that I double bagged with the reusable poly bags. Well, not reusable, but reused.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy, I gave him free shipping because he talked me down. He said, listen, I can buy that new over on Dick's Sporting Goods in a different color for $30 free shipping. And I said, oh, that's fine. It's been sitting around here long enough.
Be like,
Okay.
but you don't want that color, right?
Right. Okay, so I've got this in at 1 pound, but it actually weighs 1 pound and 10 ounces. So I'm going to
Oh,
change that. So it would have been first class shipping, but I'm actually going to have to change that to priority mail. So it's going to be
actually,
$8.24 to ship, which is
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I just changed it to.
I asked for his zip code. When he asked for free shipping, I said, what's your zip code? Because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going somewhere where they charge you extra, like Puerto Rico, Hawaii, or Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
So I did check that before I agreed to the free shipping for him. So this bag cost me $5. I'm paying $8.24 shipping and about 13% in fees. So I'm still making what, 15 bucks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
just having to shove a bag into a poly.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy to photograph. I stuffed it with some towels, took a couple pictures, and I was done. Okay, so that one's gonna be $8.24 to ship. What do we got next? Oh, that one's already go. There we go. Nope. Where's the other envelope I packed earlier? Oh, here it is. So this envelope is the 2 little beads at the top of the screen. So I got to roll back up. Usually I try and do these in order, but I'm a little off today since I'm talking and doing it at the same time. Okay, so I had put this in at 12 ounces. It's actually only 2. So I'm actually going to save a little bit on shipping there. What's the difference? About $1.50, which is fine because I have to pay for mailers and boxes and everything else anyhow. So there's that one. Here's my little precious moments girl. Let's weigh her. So a lot of times when I make my listing, I'm just kind of guessing at the weight. Sometimes I actually do weigh things, but
Yeah,
most of
I'm
the time I just have
they
a
are about that. I have to know my weight.
yeah.
I'm just paranoid of losing more than I need to.
Most of the time I've got a pretty good idea. Okay. Which one? Oh, so she cost, the buyer paid $9.50 for first class shipping. I don't know why it charged her that much. Um, and I'm only paying $5.57 for first class shipping. Did I weigh that right? Let me weigh that again. That doesn't sound right, does it? Why did it charge her so much? Yeah, I'm at 13 ounces. So,
Which
yeah, that's all right. I had to pay for the bubble wrap in there.
so you don't round up to like a pound then? Because you know it's ounce increments, right? 4,
Right,
8, 12, and
right. Yeah. And the Wiseman weigh 1 pound and 15 ounces. So that one I'll put in at 2.
I didn't know that was Chuck that was the one that said mint 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Chuck.
Okay.
Sorry. Delayed. Do you
It's
want to
fine.
tell everybody too what you were doing earlier in case somebody that's new wanted to do their.
Oh, yeah. So we were welcoming you all to share your any sales that you've had recently that you want to show other folks. It can be bolos, it can be low balls, you know. Just if you
Yeah.
had any
Or
sales that you
something.
wanted to share or talk about. So you can either give us an item number if it's sold on eBay, or you can share a link if it's sold somewhere else, like on Mercari or Facebook Marketplace. And if you have a
Yeah.
link to it.
It could be something you're just proud of too. So,
Yeah, something different, unique, things that we should look out for that we don't usually think about. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm trying to make moderators and I gave her one and then took it away. Nope.
yes, Lisa wants to know if we sell on other platforms. Personally, I sell on only Mercari and Facebook Marketplace, eBay as well. But those are the two I cross post to. And I
Um,
use this perfectly to cross post.
yep. So I use List Perfectly to cross post and I sell on eBay, Mercari, Facebook, and Etsy because I have so many vintage items. So, okay, that's all of my packages. The only thing I feel like I missed was measurements on that bag. It put in 447, and I'm actually just going to estimate those because I know it's not oversized. So we're going to go 10, 10, 7. Maybe if my tab button would work. There we go. Okay, so that's the only one I felt like I needed to update. Everything else looks good. My
Turtle
rate
Trader.
numbers.
Turtle Traders here. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, welcome. I was sharing my shipping screen and how I use the bulk shipping page. So I have chosen over here on the bottom left side of the screen where it says, how do you want to pay? I do select pending payouts. Every once in a while, I don't have a payout for it to draw from, and then I'll switch to PayPal. You have to remember when you do that, though, it will default to PayPal the next time. And so if you switch from pending payouts to PayPal and you don't want to stay on PayPal, then you need to remember to switch it back to pending payouts. Now, Gail and I were talking the one day, she has a credit card attached to her PayPal that gives her points back when she uses it. And so she has everything go through PayPal so that she can get points on that credit card. But then she pays that credit card immediately, so she's not drawing interest on it either.
Yeah, so if you don't want it to come out of your payouts, like mine is a 2% cashback card. So I get 2% of everything I sell or use my card for. So I would rather have, my shipping be a 2% discount basically.
Right.
But I use that not for the business side. That's my personal, right? So,
Mm.
but yeah, I don't do pinning payouts. I just do it separate and keep track of it that way.
Yeah, that's awesome that you're able to get that benefit out of your card.
Yeah, well, more money in your pocket. Why not, right?
Absolutely. Today I'm using pending payouts, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm and pay. If you ever need to switch the size of your labels, by the way, this is the place to do it. So you would go through, pick all your labels, and then once you got here, if you were changing your paper size over to your printer or to your Rolo, this is where you change that at. I do have a Rolo printer. Thankfully, Carol at Butterfly Hustles was willing to sell me hers at a discount, and I absolutely love it. I don't know how I lived without it.
Yes,
Um,
and before you go on, because we're
mhm,
talking about thermal printers, and it's
mhm.
important, I do have one for sale. It is not
Oh,
Rollo, it's not Dymo, it's
mhm,
an off brand, but I tested it. It works great. It's still in the packaging, but I had to test it anyway because I got it
yeah,
from the Amazon bins. But it has a stand to hold the paper. It doesn't include paper, and it spits out fast. I think
awesome.
faster than a Dymo. I know faster than a Dymo because I have that, and faster than a Rollo, I believe. But anyway, if you want it, if you're looking for one, go to my eBay store. It's called My Chunky Cat, and I'll give you, just let me know if you're from the channel. I'll give you 10% off or something. So, just,
Nice.
a secret discount. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you can put a link to your eBay store in the chat if you would like.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's interested, just let me know, and then I'll
Okay.
put it in there. Otherwise, it's no big deal.
Yeah, Gail's also on Instagram if you need to message her at Small Town Picker One.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna print my
Sorry.
labels now. Ta-da. And then after that, I would go back to my sold page to be able to match up the name of the person with the package, with the item. So I would look here. Here's the beads. I know which package those are in. If I have more packages, like today I only had 5. If I had a lot more packages going out, each package I would make a note on it, what it is. Like this package would say beads, the next one would say bear, bunny, or something
Okay.
like that. But
One
today I already know what's in each package.
Well, one thing to note is like when you're looking at that page, that's the page that came up after you printed, right? So
No, it
like,
is not. This is a page that I have bookmarked
oh, because
that's full of items.
if you hit print and it printed,
Hmm.
then if you just scroll down, it's the list in order by the label.
Okay.
So like the first label would be the first item on that list that you put the weight in.
So here's
And
the
I
button.
always still double check it. I check the name on the label to make sure it matches the image of what they bought, just to
Yeah.
double check. But
So this is the page that I printed from, and there is a button, this blue button in the middle. It says go to sold orders. And so that's the page that Gail's talking about, where they print an order.
hmm.
Except I don't have anything there. I
No,
don't.
I don't even have to click that. It just shows them at the bottom, you
Oh,
know. Yeah.
I have a page bookmarked and it just says sold orders. And so I'm assuming it's the one that you get to from your summary page. But that's good to know. If you just scroll back down after the labels print, everything's there. Yeah. I don't know. This is just a page that I've had bookmarked for forever. And I know that it shows me the item and the person's first name and not their username because, username's not on the label.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lisa says this number, not sure if you'll be able to bring this up, but this is special because I sourced this on eBay for $12 plus shipping on an auction and flipped it for $175. Okay, so is that the eBay item number?
Wow, that's a good one.
No, that's the order number. So we need. Did you search that one, Gail?
No,
Okay,
not
yeah.
yet.
So Lisa, that is your order number. You actually need the item number. So if you click on the item where you sold it, then
Yeah.
in the description it'll give you an item number.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
not
Turtle
pulling up
Trader.
with the order number.
Let me show
That's
you
a
that.
good flip. 175. Heck yeah.
That's awesome though when you find something like that and you can flip it and you're like, oh, they don't know what they have. Turtle Trader, what is your name? Do you go by Turtle or do you have a first name that you prefer? Let us know. We'll try and remember it. Most of the time, I don't. We'll try. I promise we'll try. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. No Etsy. Okay. So Lisa's not on Etsy. Yeah, the vintage stuff, I don't know. I'm a little disillusioned with Etsy right now and their promotional practices, I guess. I feel like my things used to show up and get a lot more views than what they get now, but I am not paying for any of their promotions because I have to pay to list there. So each listing you put up, Mr. LOOTT or turtle. Okay. um, most of the listings when you go into Etsy, you have to pay an upfront 20 cents per listing. So you're paying that before an item ever sells. And even if it doesn't sell in the 90 days that they give you, they will you can choose to automatically renew it and they will they will keep charging you. And so it's one of those things where I don't pay for their promotions. Like on eBay you set up a promotion but you don't pay for it until it sells. And so I'm having a little bit of a conflict in my heart about whether or not I want to pay for promotions on there. But, um oh, Gail, Lisa said she subbed you and didn't even know it.
Okay, well, I'm not relevant.
You so are. You absolutely are. Listen, your Facebook Marketplace videos are awesome. There's so little out there on how to use all those functions that you have talked about. I think
Thanks.
you've done a great job explaining them too.
I didn't get as many views as I have on some of my other ones, so I think
Yeah,
it's got to, when YouTube recommends you, you do really well.
right. They just
If they
haven't caught
don't,
on that people want to see your stuff yet.
yeah, they may never. Like, I don't think it happened right away with the other ones, but once it did, you noticed it.
Yeah. Oh, this is the one where they wanted me to put the order number on the outside. I wonder if they want the order number or the item number. I have to check that message and see what they said. Do you remember?
Mm-mm. I don't remember what they said. Okay, let me try that. I'm going to try her code while you do that.
Okay.
Let's see here. Darling, what we got?
I don't know if that one will come
Oh,
up.
it's in the solds. Okay, there. Ooh, la la. Okay, let me share my screen. If you'll accept the share.
Oh yeah, I sure will. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Okay, ready? There
Yep.
you
Okay,
go.
so
Oh,
this is it.
that is so pretty too.
View original listing.
Yeah, that'll give you the big picture. Look at that. It is Fenton. Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was nice find.
Good pictures too.
Yes.
Satin
Yes.
aqua. Wow, that is crazy. Is that Peacock Garden the pattern name? I guess. Heck yeah, that's a good flip.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, did you go somewhere?
I did. I ducked out for a second.
That's really good. Congratulations. And everybody, her name is Biz with Lisa, Biz, if you guys want to check out her store.
Thank you for sharing
Well,
that. That is
and
awesome.
let's see. So Ken posted, do you want to, let's see what his is. I'll pull it up. Let's
Okay,
see.
so he said Daphne's Charlie Brown ornaments and a large lot of Christmas items that probably have less than $1 in them all. That's awesome. Sold on auction over the weekend. Okay, cool.
$76.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Aw,
That's awesome, Ken.
that's
And they were,
great.
what did they go for?
$76 free
Nice.
shipping.
Yeah,
And how much did you say? You paid less than $1 on all. That's great.
that is
I love
nice.
that. Aw,
Awesome flip. Yeah.
1978.
That's so cool. I love seeing that.
That's cool that they're all bought at the bottom. This one's from 1952, isn't it? The Lucy?
Oh, I can't read it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, Ken. Heck yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Good pictures also. 1965, 1972, 66.
So somebody collected those over time.
1950.
That's
Holy
crazy.
camole. That's great. Paid 75 for the whole lot, about 225 in profit so far. Wow.
Out of that whole. Oh
Making
wow.
the money.
Okay,
Anybody else have something they want to share? Let us know.
Lane had a question.
Free shipping, but not. I don't know why. I
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
I think they haven't even announced the way I see it. I never saw an announcement that it's happening. I think it's definitely when you're doing a prepaid shipping label, but
Hmm.
I don't know if it's over a certain amount or weight.
And the
Um,
last item I sold went free shipping to the buyer, and I did not get charged for it, but I had no notification that I was eligible for that. So I couldn't even put a note in my listing that said free shipping. I don't know
yeah,
if the buyer could see that it was free shipping to them. But it seems very random. We have no clue what is going on over there. Not at all. Oh, okay, so that's the one. Yeah, that's nice when you hit profit like that. For sure. Yeah, Elaine, we have no idea. That's been a tough one. Okay, so they want the item number on the package. Okay. So I
made
had
in
this buyer message me and said, "Hey, can you put the item number on the outside of the package?" And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." But I think they're a freight forwarding company, so there. Took me 2 seconds to do that. So that is not a problem at all. Oh, those were all made in Japan. The Charlie Browns.
I guess so.
Yeah. I'm finding that almost anything made in Japan is desirable right now. I even had a little angel made out of paper with a made in Japan sticker on her, and she sold in a day. Paper and felt. It was the strangest thing.
Crazy.
And that was the only thing I could see that was different from her and some other ornaments that were very similar. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice one, Ken. Thank you for sharing that. I think Charlie Brown pretty much is hot right now, especially the holiday Charlie Brown. I've noticed a lot is selling quickly. Um, we actually have a Charlie Brown nativity that we set up every year. And just out of curiosity, when we took it down, I looked it up and I was almost tempted to sell it. Almost. Except I think we were missing one of the I think we're missing one of the wise men.
Actually, I think I have one right here,
Do you now?
but it's probably, I think it's wood. This is from
Okay.
the X. Let me see.
Yeah, the one I
I
have
know
is
it's
very
definitely
common.
in here. I don't know if the wood would sell or not, but knowing them, it's just some store-bought deal. I don't know why, but people really like nativity. Oh, okay. It's made in China,
Yeah.
but this is how they have it packaged. But it's a piece of wood. And it has the cow.
Aww.
The ear is broken on this one,
Oh,
and
that's so
then
cute.
you have all these here. I think, yeah, they all come out. But it's kind of cool. It has a,
Yeah.
I don't know what these would sell for. It's not, it's just made in China, so it's not It's some kind of ceramic, though.
Listen, that little pewter set that I showed you guys earlier that was nativity that sold, it was from Avon. But I'm not kidding you, Gail. I mean, those pieces were like half an inch tall. Like
Hmm.
like this like this big.
Wow, that's
They were
teeny.
teeny tiny. But I did ship it to a military base, so I wonder if it's something that they just want to have, tucked in somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Would you would you call this a jalapeno or a pepper?
Let me see. Oh, I'm looking at the screen where it's delayed.
Uh,
I might go with just pepper on that one.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 15 for all three bowls. I think
Is
that's.
that it?
There's no room for mid-century modern.
MCM.
They know what that is.
Yep.
Okay. These were free, so
I don't know. There's one leaf bowl that's selling for 14 by itself. Don't you think?
two of these are marked.
Did you look at the soles?
Kind of.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna look at solds for you real quick because for some reason to me that sounded too low.
This
What do you got?
one,
You got a pepper and what else?
a pepper, pineapple, and pear. I was gonna,
Pineapple. Let me see your pineapple because this pineapple sold for 20 by itself.
I was gonna lot it together, all three, because it's small. Like this one doesn't say it's monkey pod wood, but these other two that I'm using do.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I need to put that in the title, but
I'd put 30 best offer.
30 on all three.
Uh-huh.
Because these are bigger, but
Yeah.
these actually have a label. Handcrafted,
Mm-hmm.
and it's action by country craftsmen in the Philippines.
Yeah. I'd put 30 best offer on those.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Pineapples are really hot right now, so I think anything pineapple is going to go just a little bit higher. Yeah, the pineapple by itself went for 13 on here too.
Okay.
There's a lot of sold pineapples. Some of them are bigger than yours. This one went for 22.
I saw like a group of sets of pineapple, and I don't think it went for
Yeah.
very
I
much.
think yours is part of a set. But if somebody's looking for that one little piece.
Well, these two might be part of a set because they have the same sticker on it. But this pineapple is just kind of generic, and it may not even be monkey pod wood. So
Yeah.
I'm probably going to put that in the description.
I would just put them all. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Nah.
Okay. I'm always worried about that one annoying person that's like that. I want to do a return. Nativity collectors, any size or material add to others. Okay. I think I'm going to list this nativity set. Maybe, I don't know if 20 is too high. Is it for a generic made in China plus shipping?
See what Turtle Trader just put up. Nativity collectors, any size or any material to add to theirs. Yeah. Some people will just collect any nativity they can find.
I think I'll just make
People
up.
are constantly looking for additions. Like the pieces that I've been selling from Hummel, they expanded the pieces over the years. And so people are constantly looking for all those extra pieces. And the lady that I bought that nativity from had several others that she had actually kept and taken with her to the nursing home. She had them in like a lot of different shapes and sizes. But this one was huge. I think that's why it didn't get sent with her. All right. Have a good day, Turtle Trader.
Okay. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. It's good chatting.
Yeah. So we're a little over 2 hours in the scale, and I'm gonna have to run to the post office soon.
Okay.
So I think
Well, yeah, I'm just now getting to doing the actual listings, which is
yeah.
good. But I need to do some work and eat, so cool.
Yes.
Okay.
We worked right through lunch.
All right. Well, it was good. Y'all, next time we'll be on my channel next Wednesday, and if you have
Yeah.
stuff to share, be sure to remember that and bring it up on our live.
Bring some more. Love to see them. All right,
Yep.
everybody. Have a good day.
All right. Bye, y'all.
See ya.
See ya.